apologize for the super loud background noise. I've been waiting for my air conditioner to turn off for the past 30 minutes, but it's still like blasting air. Hopefully you can ignore the background noise. Anyways, hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing some fitness 101 tips, the best way for me to personally build muscle and stay lean at the same time. If you guys have been following me for a while, you know that I'm super into fitness. That's what I kind of want to pursue as a career. I've been researching the best ways to build muscle and be healthy for years now, but I also am not an expert. This has just been what's worked for me. If you're trying to build super buff muscles, this probably isn't the video for you. My main goal fitness-wise is that I want to have a pretty good amount of muscle, but also keep a lean figure. Like, I don't want to bodybuild or anything. Hopefully this video will help you. I love learning new tips and figuring out the best, most effective ways to build muscle. Here are some of the best tips that I've learned, and without further ado, let's get started. The first tip that I have is lift weights. And I understand I used to do cardio pretty much every day for 2 years. It was great, but my body composition did plateau. I didn't have a lot of muscle mass. I wasn't burning fat as effectively because my body was getting so used to cardio. I'll talk about this a little bit later in the video, but resistance training is one of the most effective ways that I found to burn fat but also build muscle. I still do cardio probably every other day or every 2 days, but I do think it's important to incorporate some sort of resistance training. Long term, that's a better way to keep off fat. If you're wondering if your resistance training is effective, see if you're doing your reps to failure. If you're lifting to the point where you can't lift anymore, that's how you know you've obviously done the best that you can. I used to struggle with deciding if I was having a good workout because I wasn't sure if I was lifting enough weight. If you can barely do 10 reps, but you can still keep good form, that's a pretty good indicator of having a good workout and choosing a weight that's suitable for you. The next two things slightly have to do with diet, but I also think it's very important for fitness. First thing to note is you cannot work out a bad diet. Believe me, I've tried this. I love food, I love desserts, sugary foods, but you cannot stay fit by only exercising and eating whatever you want. If you're eating in a calorie surplus, you're either going to maintain the weight that you're currently at, or you're going to keep gaining weight regardless of how much you're working out. Pick foods that are not as calorie dense. The number one way to lose fat is a calorie deficit, not by working out a lot. The next tip that I have is eat lots of protein. A, because this keeps you full for longer, and B, because protein just builds muscle. So I usually have a lot of protein in the morning and right after a workout. The next fitness tip that I have is compound movements. I've found are the most effective at burning fat the quickest. If you don't know what that is, it's basically movements that incorporate a lot of different muscle groups. Instead of just working arms one day, you're doing an exercise that engages your core, your legs, and your arms all at the same time, because obviously the more muscle groups that you're using, the more calories you're going to be burning and the more muscles you're going to be toning. If you're wondering some good compound movements, you can look them up online. There are plenty of good ones. Another fitness tip I have is free weights are your best friend. And what I mean is there's a lot of equipment at the gym where you can sit on something and then do whatever the machine is telling you to do. But I found that using dumbbells, for example, I'm getting a little bit better of a workout because your core also has to work on stabilizing the weights when you're lifting them up. Machines require less work for your core to keep balance of the weights just because the weights are already balanced by the machine. But if you're using free weights, you're engaging more muscles, goes along with the compound movements that I was talking about earlier. Next thing I want to talk about is mind to muscle connection. You probably have heard about this a lot. If your brain is in it and if you're focusing on the muscle group that you want to work out, you're going to have a much better workout. Even if you're doing body weight workouts, I still do some, but you really have to focus on using all your energy and really tightening your muscles, because if you're just going through the motions, you're not going to get a good workout. Also, if you're trying to work a specific muscle group, like for example, if I'm trying to work out my butt, you have to be aware of that when you're doing the workout, because sometimes if you just breeze through it, your legs might take over the workout instead of the one muscle group that you want to target. Make sure that you're really concentrating on what you're trying to work so that you get the best out of your workout. Next tip I have is vary the amount of weights and reps that you usually have. I've talked about this a couple times, but variety is probably one of the best things that you can do for fitness, especially if you're trying to keep a lean figure. You want to incorporate some cardio, you want to incorporate some lighter reps. The more that you're changing it up, the less your body has time to adapt. Especially with cardio, when you're incorporating that into your routine, you're also going to shed off a little bit extra fat. Don't do the same muscle group, and definitely don't do the same moves. The final fitness tip that I have is just to be patient. I didn't see any changes in my overall muscle composition for probably 1 or 2, maybe even 3 months. You see quick results almost with cardio because you're burning calories right away. I think that's why a lot of people think it's easier, but if you really truly want to change that composition of your body and get a higher metabolic rate, more muscle, you really want to make sure that you're being patient with yourself. It takes the body a little bit of time to adjust to resistance training especially, and it also takes a very long time to develop muscles. It's a process. You're going to have setbacks. Those are my fitness tips. Let me know if you guys want me to do another fitness video. Obviously, I'm very passionate about this subject. If you guys want a workout routine, anything of that sort, definitely let me know. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you guys on my next one. Bye.